Should you date when separated? Risks and tips. Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to discuss the topic of dating while separated but not yet divorced. We'll explore the risks involved, and I'll share some valuable tips provided by a viewer that I found to be quite insightful. Initially, I was a bit hesitant, but upon reviewing the suggestions, I realized they align with what I typically advise. However, I'll also highlight the potential pitfalls of dating during separation. If you're new here, I'm Anna Jorgensen, a dating coach for men based in Vancouver, Canada. If you enjoy the content, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on my latest videos every Just the Tip Tuesday and community posts. Let's dive in. First, let's address the risks associated with dating while separated. I've witnessed this scenario play out numerous times, including with a friend currently experiencing it. One major risk is that your divorce may not progress as swiftly as anticipated. If your soon-to-be ex discovers you're dating someone new, they could use this information to their advantage during the divorce proceedings, potentially complicating matters and exerting control. This could lead to delays in finalizing the divorce, causing strain on your new relationship due to the added stress of legal processes and negotiations. This situation can be particularly challenging and unpleasant, as anyone who has been through a similar experience can attest. Additionally, during the separation phase, you may still be adjusting to single life and not fully clear on what you truly desire in a relationship. This uncertainty could result in making poor choices in partners, driven by excitement, loneliness, or other emotional factors. It's crucial to take the time to reflect on the reasons behind the previous relationship's failure, rather than solely blaming the other party. This introspection is essential before embarking on a new romantic journey. The truth is, you made mistakes, and I realize many men resist hearing this, but owning your role is the only path to personal growth. Whether you overlooked warning signs in past relationships, dismissed concerning behaviors, or relied too heavily on initial chemistry while ignoring compatibility issues, these are areas requiring accountability. Even if your partner bears 99% of the blame, identifying your 1% creates opportunities for improvement. I understand the word fault feels loaded, but without this self-reflection, you risk repeating patterns. As the saying goes, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. True change begins with honest self-assessment. Now, let's explore practical strategies for moving forward. Tip 1. Acknowledge this separated man perception. Many women prioritize stability, and being mid-divorce often raises concerns about emotional availability and legal/financial complications. Some potential partners might decline dates solely due to your transitional status. This screening process actually helps you find someone comfortable with your situation. Tip 2. Own your relationship history. Analyze why your marriage ended. Did you ignore compatibility issues? Settle for passion over shared values? Your future partner deserves an evolved version of you. This might mean developing better communication habits or refining your partner selection criteria. My Wake Up to Love program details these skills. Tip 3. Transform past lessons into future growth. Beyond identifying mistakes, create actionable strategies. If you previously prioritized physical attraction over emotional availability, develop new screening methods for potential partners. Tip 4. Cultivate emotional resilience. While anger and bitterness are natural during divorce, lingering negativity repels healthy partners. Consider therapy or support groups to process emotions constructively. Quality partners seek someone who's healing, not someone perpetuating cynicism. Remember, growth isn't about self-blame, but about building wisdom for better relationships ahead. Overcoming challenges in life can be tough, but one of the most effective ways to navigate through these difficulties is by participating in my Wake Up to Love program. This program is designed to help you cultivate a rich and fulfilling life, which ultimately means that while your goal may be to attract the woman of your dreams, you will find that having a well-rounded life makes you inherently happier. When you focus on various aspects of your life, you naturally develop a greater sense of self-respect, which in turn earns you respect from both men and women. This positive transformation also opens up more opportunities for you in terms of dating and relationships. So, keep a positive mindset. Now, let's move on to tip number 5. It's time to get your life in order. This is a crucial aspect of my course. Consider hitting the gym, refreshing your wardrobe, and updating your personal style. These changes can significantly boost your confidence. Remember, a woman is generally not interested in a man who is struggling or feels broken. Quality women seek partners who are whole and secure in themselves. They are not looking for someone who needs fixing. Next, let's discuss tip number 6. Consider enlisting the help of women to assist you in finding dates. I understand that the word use might not sit well with everyone, so let's rephrase it to enlist the help of women. If you have female friends, whether they are from couples you know or colleagues, don't hesitate to go out with them. They can act as your wing women or even help set you up with potential dates. While this may not lead you to your next great love, it's important to get back out there and start meeting new people. Moving on to tip number 7. Be honest with yourself and with women about your divorce. It's essential not to place all the blame on your ex-partner. If you do, a woman you are dating may feel uneasy about your ability to take responsibility for your actions in a relationship. A healthy relationship requires accountability from both parties, and showing that you can acknowledge your part in the situation is a sign of maturity that women will appreciate. However, it's also important not to dwell solely on your mistakes. Balance is key. If you overly criticize yourself, it may raise concerns for her about your self-esteem and emotional stability. Finally, let's touch on tip number 8. Assist her when possible. Some women may hesitate to date you if they know you are separated or still going through a divorce. A helpful approach is to demonstrate your willingness to support her in various ways. While I don't advocate for manipulation, showing genuine kindness and support can help build a connection. Remember, the goal is to foster a healthy relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. Here's an insightful approach to consider. When a woman expresses that her values prevent her from dating someone who's legally separated, acknowledge her stance respectfully. You might say, "I completely understand your perspective." Then propose reframing your next meeting as casual time between friends. This psychological pivot works surprisingly well because many women feel compelled to maintain their self-image as principled individuals. By removing the date label, you're giving her ethical breathing room while maintaining connection. For example, you could suggest grabbing coffee to discuss shared interests or attending a group activity. This friend-first approach allows organic relationship development without pressure. While it might evolve into romance over time, especially if you share personal struggles and she develops feelings, avoid manipulating this outcome. Even if it remains platonic, female friends often enjoy helping solve relationship challenges, like your divorce process, without romantic expectations. They may offer matchmaking help or emotional support, though ironically, this supportive dynamic sometimes naturally deepens mutual attraction. This leads to another strategy. Involve her as part of your divorce support team. Most separations involve complex emotional/legal challenges. Having a female confidant provides valuable perspective when negotiating settlements or understanding relationship dynamics. For instance, she might help interpret your ex's behavior or suggest communication strategies. However, maintain clear boundaries. This shouldn't become emotional dependency. Regarding dating prospects, be cautious with long-term single/divorced women who've built fulfilling lives. The yoga instructor with her book club friends, or the widow focused on her career. These self-sufficient women, often called well-adjusted in dating circles, typically aren't desperate for relationships. Trying traditional seduction tactics might backfire. They value autonomy and can spot neediness. Instead, focus on personal growth and date multiple people. Practical example. If you meet someone thriving independently, treat her as potential friend material first. She might eventually consider dating post-divorce, but don't wait exclusively. Meanwhile, expand your social circles through cooking classes, volunteer work, or professional networks. This diversified approach increases chances of meeting compatible partners while demonstrating the balanced lifestyle that actually attracts well-adjusted women. Let's dive into some valuable advice for navigating the dating world after a separation or divorce. As you start to get back out there, it's essential to focus on self-improvement and personal growth. This is exactly what I cover in my Wake Up to Love program, a comprehensive guide to help you get back on your feet and become a more attractive partner. One of the most critical steps is to get out into the world and start meeting new people. To do this, you'll want to frequent places where women are likely to be. For instance, joining a hockey league might be great for your health, but you might find fewer women there. On the other hand, a hiking club, cooking class, or yoga studio could be an excellent way to meet like-minded people. The key is to find activities that genuinely interest you, which will not only make you a more interesting person, but also boost your self-empowerment. As you work on yourself, remember to keep your emotions in check. Going through a separation or divorce can be one of the most challenging experiences in life, but it's crucial to remain level-headed and focused. Use this time to reflect on your values, goals, and what you bring to the table in a relationship. Now, let's talk about some specific tips to keep in mind. Firstly, be cautious when dating someone new, especially if you're still in the process of finalizing your divorce. It's best not to share the details of your situation with your new partner, at least not initially. You want to approach new relationships with a clear head and heart, without the burden of emotional baggage. Another vital aspect is to take your time and not rush into anything too soon. Casual dating can be a great way to get back into the swing of things, but make sure you're not just relying on chemistry. Compatibility in areas like long-term goals, values, and lifestyle is essential for a fulfilling relationship. Lastly, remember that there are many wonderful women out there, and with the right mindset and approach, you can find someone special. Don't get discouraged if it takes time. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the right person will come along. If you're struggling to navigate this process or feeling uncertain about how to move forward, my Wake Up to Love program can provide you with the guidance and support you need. It's not a quick fix, but with dedication and hard work, you can achieve your goals and find a happy, healthy relationship.